And all new tonight, an update on an important vote and fight to make improvements to the agency in charge of D.C.'s public housing.
Yeah, so a vote that was scheduled is now delayed. The topic was withdrawn from the council's hours-long legislative meeting last night. DC News Now's Annalisa Gale is in the newsroom with reaction from some people who are against the vote. Annalisa.
That's right. It was pulled from the agenda as city leaders and D.C. residents continue to weigh in, voicing their opposition.
I've been paying attention to attendance here today. Not everyone is present. I've also talked to members, and there are still a few members who are feeling some uneasiness.
Tuesday night, the D.C. Council withdrew a proposal from Mayor Muriel Bowser, which calls for creating a new D.C. Housing Authority Board to, quote, replace the existing DCHA Board of Commissioners.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to withdraw this today with the intention of bringing it back in 2 weeks.
Hours before a vote was scheduled on the topic, there was opposition from Attorney General Carl Racine, some council members, and others, including the presidents of more than a half dozen large tenant associations, like Harry Garral, who represents tenants living in Van Ness.
There's a great deal of concern in these larger apartment buildings about the way these programs are being conducted. Our main point is that we shouldn't rush to replace the board.
Garral is calling for the city to do more to change the housing authority's flaws, pointed out in a September federal report. DCHA is accused of failing to provide safe and sanitary housing.
These DCHA's problems should be investigated. There should be public hearings. The public's got to catch up with what's going on.
Chairman Phil Mendelson addressed that concern.
There are some folks who say we should embark on a lengthy process to decide a better governing structure. And while there's a lot to be said for that, and there will have to be permanent legislation at some point, time is not on our side.
Mendelson has indicated that morale is low within DCHA.
The executive director, who's there on a temporary basis, is frustrated to the point a few weeks ago, I had the impression that she might want to quit.
Having affordable housing in the city, making a fair system is extremely important. But it can't be done in the middle of the night on one night at the end of the session. This is something that's going to take much more time and attention.
Tuesday's legislative meeting wrapped up at around 11:45 p.m. The next meeting is scheduled for December 20th at noon. In the newsroom, Annalisa Gale, DC News Now.